Yes, welcome to another week. You ready to do the intro?
Bro, I was getting ready still. As you can tell, somebody's back.
Mike, you keep moving as if you're sad.
I'm not gonna lie, last week we got mad reception. Someone said that was their best episode.
You're a liar.
I'm putting that out, you get me?
You're a liar.
Because certain people went around, like,
Okay.
Is that why you moved a bit further away from the corners?
aye, this time you get me. Shh. Bad vibes.
No, because you know before this he was sitting here. Don't even try.
Oh, day, that's mad close. Sitting there is mad close.
Mike,
I was like
you were
here.
sitting
I was like
there.
here because like, you get me? I was trying to get
There's
the
no
camera.
excuse for what you've done.
Anyway.
Alright, cool. How was your little trip?
Oh my god, it was so good. If you look back on previous videos, I was a bit lighter, now I'm darker, and I'm so happy. Got the glow. Michael, you noticed, you're the first one to mention it, thanks. So yeah.
That's actually a lie, but hey, a gender of a facts in it.
A lot of that. So, do you bother? Nah, let's get into this. Nicole, what you got for us this week?
Well, I have. So the topic that I want to speak about is there a lack of competition in the UK music industry that's leading to poor quality music? Now, this is completely a yes. This is true. There is no competition. You have everyone doing drill. Who am I gonna top if everyone's doing drill? You've got everyone doing Afro swing. Okay, you know what?
We know what
I
you're
mean.
gonna say. We'll
Exactly.
get to you in a sec, but let me go on.
If everyone's doing sort of Afro swing beats and type style videos, etc., what am I gonna come up against? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now people that were doing like raw rap are now falling into the categories of, oh, I'm gonna start doing Afro swing just to see if I can get my numbers up and stuff like that. And I hear that you're trying to break different barriers in the music industry.
Yeah.
But we love you because of what you were doing before.
Yeah.
And now if you're doing the same thing as everyone else, I'm not going to want to listen.
I was thinking, I was like, you came up off a drill, innit? Like, cool, you got put on or whatever you got put on, yeah. Mm-hmm. Why? I want to show my versatility. Like,
yeah, that's not
cool, that's fine, like, but why are you going to test the waters doing what everyone else is doing? And what I kind of think to myself is, if you're going to do that, you got to be better or as good as the real main people who already make that type of music. Mm-hmm. So let's say I'm a rapper now. If I'm going to do Afro swing, I'm trying to be harder than J Hus. Like I've got to be, if my tune's not going to be as hard as what a Hus would do or Kojo would do or someone like that, then what's the point? Like, and I'm not saying like, I feel like the quality is lower because it's like you hear lots of new things, but it's not great. Like they're good, they're all right, but it's kind of like I've heard that before and I've heard it better, so I'm not really that engaged. Like you kind of lose interest because it's like, why are they, like, we can go deeper into it, but I think that's where it starts for me. And I would say it's like people are kind of, everyone's kind of like competition. I think when everyone hears the word competition, they're thinking we're talking about like rivalry, like this guy and stuff. No, we're talking about, this is art.
Healthy.
Like art is competitive. Like anything I do, or maybe it's my mentality, but when I do stuff, even with my friend, I'm competing. Like I want to be the best, and not just the best around my peers. I want to be the best I can be. Like I want to push my art to create something that's fresh, that's new. Like I'm pushing the boundaries. Like if I don't feel like I'm pushing the boundaries and offering something different, I don't think it's genuine. I think it's kind of like I'm cheating, and I don't think it's as real as before. And I feel like a lot of people have got to this point where they're like, the scene is healthy. You always hear the cliche, I'm in my lane. Yeah, I'm in my lane.
So what, you lot feel like everyone's playing it safe?
Yeah, lots of people are playing it safe. Like don't you feel like a lot of people, even, and it's not even just the artists themselves, I'm talking about the whole structure, like labels, A&Rs, managers, everyone kind of wants to play it safe, and everyone's kind of conforming because everyone knows, alright, cool, like the scene's in a great place, fair enough, it's never been this healthy, like accept that, but that doesn't mean we stop and we get complacent and we stop pushing.
But everyone conforming, who's that down to? Is that down to the artist, the label? Like,
I think, you know what? I think it's down. I can't obviously 100% say because I'm not behind the scenes all the time, but the label, I would think, because you know, artists, when you're an artist, you do what you want.
Yeah.
And then it's the label that starts telling you, okay, you can't do that anymore. You're going to have to make sure this accommodates to this crowd and that crowd. And those are the two crowds you've got to fit now. That I think that's where it comes from.
Like, you're an insider, so what do you think?
well, yeah, for me, I'll say as an artist, just play the game, innit? Like, if you know, bro, you can get far by doing X, Y, and Z without compromising, obviously, your sound. Because obviously, think about it now, everyone that is doing, obviously, the Afro swing, whatever, they used to do X, Y, and Z before. No one's really, everyone that's big up there, no one's really compromised. You can really be like, rah, that's not them, totally, you get me? Everyone still has, like, you know, sort of brought their swag to it, like, you get me? Like, and, you know, still finessed it in some way. As long as you're not compromising, I think you could do whatever you want. Like, as long as you,
so
like,
do you not feel like quite a few people are kind of, there's a lot of compromising going on?
Right now, currently, I don't think there's anyone that can be outright be like, nah, right, that is definitely not them. I think everyone is like switching in between styles, and even then, as an artist, you have to grow. So even if you did start off at doing drill or like, you know, Afro beats or whatever you started off with, and you started doing another genre,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not
like,
saying
it's all down to growth eventually, but I do understand the fact that everyone is doing Afro swing, so it is a bit like like, you get me? There's not really but even then that brings a lot of competition because you've got like 20-30 people trying to do the same sound.
Yeah, but it's not, I'm talking about the whole scene in general. Like I said, when I say like there's a lack of competition, it's not just about the artists, it's about how people view what's going on. So I feel like a lot of people, even it links back to what we say about the types of sound that people are pushing, like platforms are choosing to push all those things. I feel like everyone is kind of conveniently going after what's popping right now and what's coming. Like you said it as yourself, that the type of person you are, you always want to get ahead. You don't want to just fit in. And I feel like quite a few people have stopped thinking about getting ahead and pushing for what's next. This I'm not saying that what I'm saying is gospel, it's a fact. I'm entitled to disagree. But this is how I feel, and this is informed by the fact that, and I say there's a lack of quality because I like to hear something that's hard. Like, I like to hear hard music. I like to hear people pushing the boundaries. It's probably why I like Common Sense so much. Like a lot of great projects, and I'm thinking that's pushing the boundaries, and it sticks in my mind. Like it remains.
Do you know what it is?
But I think maybe not everyone's got the quality to do that.
It's extremely hard to do because the reason why I say that is because like there's a lot of artists that might push the boundary, but it'll fall on deaf ears. Especially in the time and climate, we as the public determine, you get me, what these artists do. Like, a lot of the time we're like, no, the artist this and that, etc, etc. But it's actually us as consumers, we're determine what's popular. And right now, everyone's going for the Afro swing.
So do you think we've got this? You think we've got lazy as well as consumers?
Yeah,
that we're not.
You get me? Like
it's the whole. It's the whole scene. So everyone kind of got a thing. Because it goes back to what we said the other week. And a lot of people are complaining that everyone sounds the same, and they're like, oh, there isn't that much variety in UK music. I'm like, there's a lot of sounds.
Bro, like, do you know what?
So how are you lot not interacting?
But do you know what? When we say UK music, our brains automatically just do London, because we don't think, there's Birmingham, there's Manchester, there's Leeds, there's wherever else there is. Like, even nobody does all of that stuff.
That statement about like, people saying, everyone sounds the same annoys me, because like, I'm like, London is one of the most London or England, like London for one is one of the most diverse cities in the world. Like, we've got so many people from different cultures all over. When you go to South, you get me, it's Nigerians, Africans, all sorts. When you go to East, it's Asians, this and that. Bro, like, we're one of the most diverse cities. So obviously, like, we've got people from different backgrounds and people making different music, like, from artists from all over the world. I've always said it. So when people say people are sounding the same, it's just what's popular. And even then, like, if you go back 5 years ago when house was popular, people were obviously like, go biting into the house sort of sound in order to like, get further. Like, my advice to any artist is like, play the game. As long as you're not compromising, regardless of like, what people might say is that, they're gonna sound like everyone else. Like, no, like if you're making music, a certain type of music, and it's not getting anywhere, and you're not getting any recognition whatsoever, it's just like, okay, cool. You already know you're good at that, and people have told you're good at that, but you're not going anywhere with it. Okay, cool. You can do the stubborn thing and keep pushing. Eventually, God willing, you do make a breakthrough. But sometimes, as an artist, you need to make it easier for yourself and make your journey, like, take the pressure off your shoulders. Like, if you know Afro swing you can do and it's light for you, fam, bang the song quickly and put it out there. Cool.
And even another thing I'm saying, like, to unpack it more, it's like. So you feel like there's healthy competition and people are competing. So you
Like, right now,
do you
I
think that there's competition? Like, do you think people are still competing?
100%, because not everyone is banging a mid, like going gold, silver, or platinum.
Yeah.
Like, there's only still a few people that have only got platinum or gold or silver. Like, it's very small, so there is a lot of competition. Don't get me wrong, like, fam, getting 2 million views on GRM is good. Don't get me wrong, but fam, how like it's hardcore sales. Like, you get me, like, well, you need to.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like looking from the outside in, like, it's a lot of friendliness. Like, everyone's kind of nice.
No one wants to tread on anyone's toes.
Everyone's kind of.
But that's what it's got to be though. Like,
but do you know what I like on social media, when the big people in this music thing kind of bully everyone and say, "I'm coming for you lot. Like, I'm gonna fuck it up."
I want to see, like, in terms of like I want to see like some spirit. Like, people kind of showing me that they're saying to everyone, "I'm coming and I'm gonna be hard. Like, I'm gonna do something hard." Like,
so basically,
like when I get in the booth, like, that's what I mean. Like, when I hear a lot of tunes, people aren't even really like, not that many people. Like, for example, like when Gets is still very like, I'm trying to tear everyone down. Like, every verse, every diss. Like, no matter what type of genre of music you do, it's still, you should still be trying to bring the best out of yourself.
Like, do you know who's a good example of what you're saying is Chip. Like, you get me? Chip is someone that said all of that, but people tore him down because it was good. Like, that can work in your favour, sometimes not in your favour. Because Chip is someone I know that from seeing his growth from, like, you get me, like Laundry Youth Club days to now, like he's always said that he's good. Everyone knows he's good, like, and that's the peak thing. So when he says he's good, like, people are like, no, you're arrogant, you're this, you're that, etc., etc. And it kind of like affected his public image, sort of, to an extent. So only certain man.
Maybe it's our culture.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
And that's annoying,
but
isn't it?
Society in general, no one really wants to, like. It comes across as arrogant.
It's a British thing.
Like, you get me. It comes across as arrogant because it's like me saying, "Oh, you get me. I'm one of the best A&Rs in the country, this and that, etc." Cool. I do want to be one of the best A&Rs in the country, but once you say it out loud, it's like, like, you can't really say that, you know, man, like, etc., etc. Like, which I do understand, but I don't think it's not that our culture's ready, but I don't know, man. It's not really for me to determine, but if someone does want to come out and say they are the best in the scene, and you get me, and their pen matches that, I'll salute them. I'll be like, you are the best. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, I'm trying to see a bit of that, like, because I feel like when you get that, it kind of pushes everyone else to be like, okay, all right, is that what he's trying to do? We'll see. Like, it's like, I felt like that's what artists like even Huss does. Like, some of these people, when they're in there, you can see they're kind of giving it to everyone, saying, like, they're giving that hunger to everyone, like we're cool, we're better than that. But when it comes to getting busy, getting in the booth, laying down a verse, laying down tracks, this ain't no buddy friendly business. Like, we're coming on the road. Like, I hear certain features and I'm thinking, bro, you lot ain't even trying to, like, go.
No, but I think indirectly artists are like that in general. Like, artists are always trying to spin each other on verses, but they just won't say it out loud. Like,
I think sometimes you gotta be on the, like, I listen, maybe it's because, like, maybe it's my personality.
No, I think
I'm not be mad like that. Just like I'm as a person, I'm like that. Like, my drive is competition and getting hard, and I'm not even. And it's not even just about beating the people in the room. I want to beat you lot in the room and beat myself. Like, it's that deep. Like, it's not just about beating the people in the room. I want to be the best in the room and be better than what I think I can be. So I'm going different. I think some of the artists are kind of like, everyone's kind of friendly and like that, and when it doesn't go their way or things don't, everyone's kind of defensive and everyone kind of turns crybabies, and I'm just like,
no one can really take criticism.
Man up, man. Like, but you
know what it is, taking criticism is a hard thing, and it's only something that I've only genuinely myself started to, like, take in myself, like, like, criticism, because, like, fam, imagine someone telling you that, because everyone here, like, you get me, I'm sure you think you're good at something, then imagine someone coming across to you and telling you that, like, you know what, bro, like, or sis, like, you're not really good at all that. You get me? It's gonna knock you back, and you're gonna be on the defense.
But it's not like certain criticism. I've seen some people get criticised. It's not what you're doing is bad. There's two ways to look at criticism. I might criticize. When I'm criticizing, I'm not saying what you're doing is better. My criticism is say this is how we. I'm not saying what you're doing is bad or terrible. It's the worst. What I'm trying to say is this is good, but here's how we're gonna make it better. It's always about making it better. You can look at it two different ways. You can see it as they're saying what I'm doing is bad. No, it might be really good, but what
It's
we're
the way
saying
people
is,
word things as
yeah, it's the
well.
way people word things. Like when we criticize people here all the time, but it's never what we think is bad. We're like, cool, like you get 1 million views, but we'll be like, if you do this, we think you can get 2 million views.
It's
always
always
about the
finding
next,
solutions
like
sort of thing.
finding the solution.
Yeah.
What's next? Like that's how I say, and I feel like for some artists, it's like what you're doing is right now is great, but have more confidence in yourself to say, boom, like here's how I'm gonna take it to the next level. Like there's a next level for a lot of these artists, and I think they'll hit that next level if they say to themselves, I got to compete. I can't be comfortable. I can't be convenient. I can't do what everyone else is doing. Like I have to be a bit stubborn. And I think it's not just the artists. I think labels now need to allow some artists to do that. Obviously, you can't do it with everyone. Like everyone's got their limitations. You've got to know where you stand and what you can or can't do. But I think labels should allow that. Like I'm seeing A&Rs making lazy plays. You got to know. Nah, man, that's not for the artist. Like your artist, you gotta know. Like if you know music, you can hear a tune. You could be like, this ain't for you to get onto. You don't need to lay a verse on that feature. It's not a diss thing. It's like that fits someone
No,
else's
this is the
pattern.
truth. But sometimes I think the blame can't be put on the A&Rs. It's probably their bosses and that. Because you got
No,
to remember.
that's what it's everyone's
Yeah,
not just saying that,
but like
they got a bottom line.
Don't get me wrong, A&R's got an influence, but like it's not them like more or less. Because remember the A&R like culture in general, just like very like. It's very like short-lived. Like a lot of people's in and out, like straight out. If you're not cutting it, sort of thing. So fam, imagine being in a label and it's just like, wow, like get me. You've got to make your ground. Like you've got to justify your reason for being here, and like something's come across you, and like you know, okay, cool. This not might fit the sound of the artist, but you know, it'll put numbers on the board. So you've got to do it because at the end of the day, it's just like like
Yeah, there's a bottom line.
You get me? I might not do that, but I might think, oh, like, cool, I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, cool, you're not going to do that. By then, we'll get another one of you. Fam, like, you get me? There's so many people dying to be A&Rs anyway. So I think putting the blame on the A&R is not really, like, I get it, but at the same time, like...
You're just being defensive.
No, it's the truth. 'Cause I can't tell you one A, like,
defensive.
it's paying their bills.
You got relationships to keep.
Not even, like, fam, I'll say it outright. Even myself, like, right, I'll say it outright at the end of the day, like, bro, like, brothers, they're paying their bills at the end of the day. You think a lot of A&Rs will think, okay, cool, I want to put X, Y, Z in this song. Not because, like, you know, it's going to sound hard, but, like, trust me, a lot of these choices they don't really want to make, but it's just like, fam, these are the people paying their bills. It's their job. Like they have to do it. Like even if they don't do it, bye. You get me? We'll find another one of you. Like that's why more time people would rather like you know be outside the building. So it's like it's not that it's lazy. I get it. I get the blame putting on the A&Rs because obviously they do have direct influence. But at the end of the day, it's just like raw. These companies are paying their bills. So who am I going to listen to? Oh, you lot are telling me, oh, right, etc. on Twitter. Like, bro, you're not paying my bills, bro. Like, you get me? This guy is telling me that, bro, if I don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm cut. Like, you get me? So how am I, like, you get me? And
You all gotta eat.
you get me? We all got to eat some way, so it's just like, raw, like, but at the end of the day, I do get it, though. Some people...
I think it's something we'll always, like, go back to. It's a convo we'll always have. And I think it's because everyone's kind of passionate.
I just want everyone to stop saying the scene, the UK scene, and it just be in London because we've got talent across the UK. We are big.
Where? no, I'm not even know where.
Okay, for instance.
Hey, don't go up north, you know.
Hold on, without mentioning any of the big artists that are big in Birmingham or any other way. Name other artists that are big in these other cities that you're gonna bring up.
Well, we don't know. I can't say that.
I can't say that because I haven't been because they haven't been pushed through the platforms that we have.
There's talent in all these places.
Because there's talent everywhere.
Alright, cool, but do you know any of them?
This is what I'm trying to say. The platforms that we use.
I'm just saying. I can tell you there's talent in Ireland, and I can name a few.
And
names.
there's even Spotify playlists.
It's your
with
job
the
to know there's talent.
Not even like I've come across these people genuinely. Like you get me.
There is talent in Ireland because there's a Spotify playlist, and I've seen the talent. I've listened to it, and it's actually very good.
There's bare of them. You get me? Like
that's Ireland.
No, but I'm saying you just said
up north. Yeah, do you know where it is? Yeah, I think maybe there's a territory.
This guy.
Therefore, Mr. each other, I can see that. Maybe there's like a bias to London, but I think that's a convo for another day.
No, there is a bias to London. I won't even lie to you.
That's a big convo but it's a big city effect though. It's a big rich town.
Yeah, the capital's always gonna rule in these things, but
yeah,
slowly but surely, these other cities are making names. Like you are getting a lot of people.
I reckon they need to come on some fire and be like, you lot ain't competing.
Yeah.
You lot ain't pulling your
It's
weight.
a fact still because
We're
with
gonna do it.
Birmingham you had.
It's like what
Mr.
Atlanta
JK,
done to New
lot of
York.
boys.
Like,
You get me? Like
cool,
you had
we're gonna do it.
like Manny coming with
I'm ready
IMDb.
to push that, boy.
Like,
That'd be good.
Yeah, a lot of these artists do need to speak up for their
go
city. and
move
do
up
it,
north and be the head A&R up there, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Go be the honcho.
So
So
what
where
are
are we
they-
on next? Yeah, the commute. Yeah, let me just read out the chart quick. So we got Naira Marley is going number 1. Number 2 we got
That song makes me laugh so much. I love it.
Hey,
we got
you're not ready for me. Aye,
London's Calling, JRM Daily Records. Number 3 Hem Honcho Elevation. Number 4 Gigs The Essence, big tune. Number 5 Chip Marijuana. Number 6 Asco So Lit. Number 7 T Mulan Knox SNE Hold Me Down. Number 8 CB Talk On My Name. He's back.
That song is so
dangerous. Number 9 Lowski Forrest Gump, and number 10 Belly Missing. I like a few tunes in there, but in general, what have you lot been listening to this week or last couple of weeks?
Number 1.
I've been listening to a lot. You know what it is? I've actually been taking in a lot of like M Honcho, Belly Squad, and a few and Wizkid. You know, Wizkid got a new track.
You
with
got that
Lamide.
mini dub.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, that's a fight. I can't
Can't-
lie, that's a fight.
Everything he does, I'm just fuming because I want him to make a rubbish song so I don't have to keep adding him to my new playlist. And he's not doing it.
No, I think he's back
Everything.
on fire still. Do you know what it is? I think Wiz saw what Davido done like over like a 12-month period, and so.
Do you know what's mad though?
got
Let me
to
get a
do
bit
it.
controversial. You get me? I've been seeing a few blogs online, or my brethren showed me a few blogs online that you get me that have been saying that Davido's obviously stealing a lot of songs from people like If, Fool, and Assurance, and a few other songs. Like a lot of Nigerian blogs are claiming that he's stealing these songs from people or his own artists and paying them for them, or like basically buying
That
songs.
Drake thing.
Yeah. So like Assurance, I think was one of his artists. Assurance was someone else on the internet who just literally recently come out and saying, bro, like Davido bit my song, I got proof. If or Fool, one of them two was for one of his own artists that signed to his label, wrote. And yeah, even going back to all the way to IE and all of that.
He learned from Drake.
But then again, do you know what it is? I can genuinely believe it because you get me. The way
I don't not believe it, but it's a business.
The way he came into the game, like, obviously, like you get me. His parents got P's, you get me. So it's just like raw. Like how I heard he sort of like blew up his first song, Dammy Dura, was like raw. He was going promoters and be like, yo, get me. Here's a bag. Play my song.
Game's the game.
That's what I'm saying. I can't knock it because it's
Get
like,
out,
raw.
you live it, B.
You get me. He got it. He got
I
it.
understand that, but then that's really bad for the people that have not got the P to do that
I hear
and just are literally selling their tapes on the
Rich
street and
people ain't
stuff.
never cared
I-
about
I-
stepping
Of
on
course,
board.
I hate
but-
that. It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm not like.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes you just have to adapt to, like, what I think the best people in life that get far is the people that learn how to adapt.
Yeah.
So as an artist, like,
100%.
obviously you can't do nothing about it, and it is a mad thing to happen. But at the same time, you just got to adapt to your climate and realize that, raw, okay, cool, X, Y, Z could happen, and you just got to learn how to maneuver around it or away from it.
Do you know what I've been listening? I can't lie. Royce the 5'9". I know not you lot.
Oh man, I don't really. Like, that's too
Right.
much boom back for me, man.
That is, it's very rap hip hop, but hey, they brought hip hop back. I still like the proper rap. I've been taking that in. Still enjoying the Stars P album from last week. Now on that Royce album, there's one tune, Cocaine. I think you lot should listen. I think will like it. Like it's a hit. It's a hit. The other big hit on that is that Bob Lowe tune, No Royce and J. Cole. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, there was a video of J. Cole dropping a feature.
Oh, it was for that track?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
for that
okay,
track.
okay,
So that's
okay.
that it was nice. I've been listening to that. That new CB joint is cold still.
Yeah, he's talking some.
Honestly?
he's talking some illness on that still.
That song, when I first heard it, I was scared. I thought, like, honestly, it scared me. But you know what? I found myself going like this, like I was living his
He's
his
talking
rap.
foul still.
I thought, whoa,
He's talking a lot of stuff.
that was
But I
mad.
feel like he can only do that dropping maybe a vid every like couple months. Like he can't.
Take That Risk was a banger though.
Eh,
His first-
this tune, this ain't Take That Risk, but this new joint is.
I thought that the voice was familiar.
Yeah, Take That
Yeah,
Risk
yeah,
was
yeah.
his song. That song was. I don't know. Say it's like you get me. It's good, but
It's fire.
yeah, you get me. When I heard that,
Like,
but
when I heard that, I was like, wow, he's that?
Yeah, you get me? Like, I was like,
I needed to know who that was. I was like, who's this? Do you know what tune kind of grew on me?
What?
That T Muller Knox and SNE tune.
You know what? I haven't even taken it in, but it's meant to be on that. What's it called? The FMI tape or something. No, tell her like I heard it on the radio. Funny enough, I remember I tried to Shazam it and I was like, "Raw!" Like I was surprised, but that record's banging.
It grew on me.
I've been listening to American stuff still.
What have you been listening to?
Who have I listened to from America? Sabibi and 21 Savage. You lot would have probably never heard of Sabibi, but he's had a track. He had a track last summer. Was it last summer? Like, called "Pull Up with the Stick." Like, it was a big record, but he got him a big record deal.
America's too big, man. They have.
Do you know what I've been listening to? Funnily enough, as you know, I was away. I've been listening to a lot of Afro beats, and I don't know if the song was called Sour Lay. I don't know.
Sour.
Banger.
Hey, that's an old record, you know.
Wait, no, is it that one?
Oh,
yeah. But anyway, I've been listening to a lot of Afro beats.
That's not Nigerian, is it? I think it's like Congolese,
like Ghanaian or something.
Ghanaian, yeah, but it's not Nigerian, isn't it?
I forgot how it goes, but
like that.
No, not like that. No.
Then,
but I know the meaning means
a
fresh fish out of water or something like that. It just means something amazing.
So you find fresh fish out of water amazing. I'm just asking you.
You need to play it to us.
I will.
Asking you.
But Afro beats is definitely like when I went out on a night out when I was out there. That's what everyone was responding to.
It's lit.
Literally.
The beat pattern, innit? Like, you get me.
It's
like,
mad.
It gets you a bit jumpy.
It's mad.
And no matter what part of the world you're from, the beat patterns are things you can relate to. So
and I don't understand the people that don't hear the beat pattern and start moving all different and stuff. That was scary.
Certain demographic.
That was scary.
Hey, yo, hey! You spilled my drink.
Shut up. That did not happen.
I swear to you, it did.
Alright, cool. So, but yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I want to hear some new fire. I need projects. I need UK projects. I need projects. I'm waiting.
I need a project from everyone, man. Everyone needs to drop a project.
Everyone keeps teasing us. So every Instagram feed I see, I'm hoping that someone's gonna say, go on Spotify now, or check YouTube at 7 PM, or do you know what I mean? Or grab it.
Man's cooking.
Yeah. That's all you see.
I need a project from everyone. I'm gonna lie.
No, Sus is dropping Still Loading. Mm-hmm. That's coming soon. Do you know what I need? I can't lie. I do miss rap. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying it the other week. I saw some couple people. Buck London. 7 AM in Paris. You gotta check that out. I think that's dope. He's rap like proper, just rap. Like I miss rap. Like do you get what I mean? Like everyone kind of does UK drill. I miss like I want rap. Myers, he's cold. He's from Newham. He's got Nick In and Out, and he's got Block Life. He's cold. Proper rap. So I do want to hear more rap. Like just people going in. Give me a 32 of you like saying just some real ish. I miss that. Like I don't think that should die. But yeah, I need projects, man.
I do what's it called? Sam Wise to that as well. Sam Wise Do or Die. I think that was a decent song still. He dropped a song called Rack Up back.
Yeah, I remember Rack Up.
Rack Up was a good one. So I think this is like his follow up sort of thing. But yeah, man, definitely see where I'll go with that.
Yeah, he had that wicked feature on
Octavia
808 Inc.
Oh yeah, and them two. Yeah.
The wicked feature.
Yeah. So like, I think it's low key. I reckon like he will be a guy to watch this year. Low key still. And definitely like, build some profile for himself. So it'll be good to see where it goes, and you get me.
Alright, cool. We got some nice little gossip here still. I might have to get my Joe Budden voice on. I've got to read out a caption. Do you know, before we get into that, let's wrap up. Crepes and Cones opening. That looks sick.
That's a mad thing still. I gotta go there.
In like a month's time though. I need
facts, right?
I need to be able to slide in.
Like, just let me go in and go straight.
Go in,
go out.
Like it was looking a bit hectic.
Yeah.
I love that though, like that people showed up and that, but that's just kind of raining.
Yeah.
It's a bit
mad. It's a bit mad.
It was hard work, but I love the spirit and I like everyone's show. Do you know what I actually like? It's kind of corny, but the fact that they like Crept and Conan and themselves, and Cadet was helping out. They all like the shirt.
Yeah, those
that's cute.
Proper nice. I was like,
yeah.
they
got their thing.
I love that. It's real like Should we say you need to open one in the real South London? But
you know when I saw it was in Croydon, I was like, how am I even getting
but you got to start
That
with
is
the
so
local.
bad.
It's a business thing.
Yeah.
Start where everyone around there is local and everyone knows, because it's a food business.
Saying Krypton Cones in West End, like, man, then. If they did
Rent
that-
though.
Oh, and
that
that
West End. That West End rent.
Yeah,
it's a bit.
That West End rent. It's tight, but only way is up.
Yeah, God
I
willing,
see
you
it
get that.
still. I can see it. Farringdon, somewhere like that. Nice little.
yeah, that's a
location.
nice spot. Yeah.
See it. But yeah, let me get on my Joe Budden voice. So obviously, on the rumour mill, we had some. It's been a hectic week for Steph London. Still,
No.
apparently, not hectic, but like
The caption's funny.
that was the caption on the London shade. Is it London UK Shade Bar?
Yeah.
It was like she's had a hectic week. I was like, it can't be that deep, like. But nah, I like Steph. Like, do you know what it is? If you follow her on Instagram, like, she always has them moments on like her stories or something. You're just busting up like you're a real one. But I can't do the Joe Budden voice and read it out. But basically, she put on her story something about her. She had a verse on a tune, and then she gave it in. And then the person didn't clear the verse. So she thought she was going to be on the single. On the caption, she didn't actually name the single, but we're kind of putting two and two together that it's the Rita Ora tune. I think it's cool girls, Rita Ora, and she had Cardi and a couple others. So it was like, so did the verse after I was stalling because I wasn't sure if I wanted to be on this song. They kept asking me. I said, you know what? Cool. I'm going to do it. So did the verse, sent it. They said it was fire. They were happy and said the whole team loved it. But then the other girl, didn't say the name, featuring, who heard it apparently redid their verse after they heard mine. Bracket label snitched, close bracket. Then her team decided to take me off cause question, you guess. And what's worse is I found out through my friend who's seen it on Twitter. Twitter drops news, you know.
Yeah, true.
Being promoted without my name on it. So I'm like, hold up. Question. What the WTF? Piss take. No one even had the decency to holler at me and say one word. I'm still getting paid for my time though. Get that bag. Gotta get that bag.
So what, she's just mad that she
This is just making me know I'm a big problem and I'm gonna prove it when every Fendi move I make. With every Fendi move I make, this is white blood, so you get the gist.
So she was just mad that she was taking off the verse without someone telling her.
I think it's a bit deeper than that.
In my opinion, the only wrong that the person did was not tell her that, right, she's not going to be on the verse. Because at the end of the day, right, it's your song. You can choose as many people you want to be on it.
Yeah, but I think this is disrespect. What do you think, though, Nicole? How would you, like, do you think that's like a, like, I get Steph's point, personally.
Yeah, I get it, but like, I think the only wrong doing...
And we don't know, I don't think she confirmed the tune, but I'm guessing it's that Rita Ora tune. And I'm guessing the rapper was Cardi B.
It may have been Plug Walk, you know. Imagine.
I didn't think so, because it wasn't the other rapper. She said the other rapper.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that wouldn't have been really, like, Rich the Kid's choice sort of thing. Like.
you're right. I feel like she's doing so much already. This is just like one of them miscellaneous things that her brain shouldn't even... I don't even know if she wrote that.
Yeah, we don't know.
Do you know what I mean? So
no conspiracies, but we don't know. But it's something we saw and it just looked interesting.
I just feel like...
But I was thinking, if you're Cardi, would you feel threatened by Steph hopping on a tune and going harder than you?
Maybe, because I'm not being funny. Cardi is not the best lyricist there is. So...
Do you think she would hear a Steph verse and think...
I would 100%, if I could request someone from the UK, it would have been Miss Banks or Alakai Harley. I would have said, can these two, one of either get on my track?
So you wouldn't want Steph because you feel more threatened by her? Or
No, I personally feel like they would do better on my song.
Yeah, but it wasn't Cardi's tune, it was Rita Ora's tune.
So it was...
Cardi's featuring.
So apparently it was Cardi that said she felt threatened or felt away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the kind of like the in between the line. Like
Right.
Cardi's the other rapper on the tune.
Yeah.
You heard Steph's verse, and she was kind of like
It's a
she
mad
wasn't
thing.
thinking it.
It's a mad thing. It's a mad thing.
It's tight.
Yeah, but it don't even make. It's a bit confusing now because Cardi, it's not your song. So who are you
Just reply,
piping
it's
up
mad.
for?
Just reply, it's mad. It's mad. It's mad.
It's techie.
It's mad. Yeah, it's taking.
Yeah.
Good thing done. The other one, you into that? Lots of people are not happy about Mabel and Plug Walk.
Yeah, that's mad. That's another mad thing.
Saying lots of mad.
Yeah, mad thing.
You're just trying to maintain your relationship.
It's just mad. That's
I ain't talking about no one. I might need a feature. Michael might need a feature.
I don't think it. I think it's a good look for her,
Yeah.
but for the London music scene, we're all thinking out of all people, like why?
There were so many people that.
It doesn't fit what she does. He's
agree.
talking stuff and she's finders keepers. Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense. For me, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. You gotta think about it. Sometimes maybe you want a little harmony, like you know, like they might be thinking the person listening coming off the trap. They just put
There's
it
a
up.
million people I would have put on Plug Walk ahead of her, but you get me? It's all label stuff. It's all label drama. Interscope goes through Polydor in this country. He was only going to be a Polydor artist.
Who else is on Polydor's roster though? Like they could have gone for.
Steph, Wretch, Big Tobes, Ray, Rams.
Oh, Ray would have been good.
Yeah, I think Ray would have been sick, but you get me?
Imagine
She
that.
just dropped a project. It wasn't really going to suit her. That I think they could have put Big Tobes on it.
Huh?
Was
No, they
there
wouldn't put anyone
incentive
else.
for them to put a
Who Mabel?
woman?
Probably they would have tried. Probably they're trying to like plug Mabel in America, innit? That's the only thing I could see as, because obviously Steph's doing her thing in America anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, you
seeing
get me.
Steph everywhere.
Yeah, you get me. So she's doing her thing in America.
Yeah, listen,
Like,
yeah.
You get me? Alright, cool. Introduce Mabel to the American market. Put on the Plug Walk remix. It's a good business.
I don't
move.
think that was the right tune.
Yeah, it's a good business move, but a bad creative move. I think that's probably.
Leave it at that.
Yeah, like you get me? Like
Heard it from the source.
that's a
Good
lie.
business.
That's a lie.
It's mad, isn't it? But you know, that's a wrap.
Oh, we're finished already. It's sad.
Yeah, man.
What should we do? Go for drinks?
I ain't had a drink yet this week.
What time is it?
I'm clocking.
It's drink o'clock. It is drink o'clock actually. It's the perfect time.
Hey, we're done. Cut.